Everything started beautifully. But it ended as always. Everyone who is thirsty for adventure is welcome to the set. Sailing Stories. This is a channel about our round-the-world boat trip, where we meet amazing people. And we share a piece with you. Exciting life. Well, let's go. Or rather, they swam. As already noted in previous episodes, on the line to most places can only be reached by air or water. This week, we are planning to get to the glacier in the Danus, which is located 120 kilometers north of us. But of course, listen, our boat can't sail. That's why our plan is to return to Witter City next week. We'll meet the guys there, who have a very interesting plan. How to get to this glacier. We spent the last week in the Gulf like rain. It is at the northwest end of Prince William Sound. Went hiking. Enjoyed the berries. Tried to catch fish. Yes, we tried. Catch a big fish. Catch a little fish. But in reality, you can catch any fish you like. To be honest. When we bought a fishing rod, I told my parents, "Ooh, we're going to fish." They said you can. I thought it wasn't that I couldn't do it, of course. But wait, what's so special about Alaska? Of course I'll catch a lot of fish. No. Well, now it's time to get ready and go. The wind is blowing towards the city for new filming. To make breakfast good, all you need to do is add a couple of rice. Was yesterday's dinner? I'll tell you a secret. The fork is responsible for dinners on the boat, and I'm for breakfast. It took us less than 2 days to get there. Cities, and tomorrow morning we'll get up at 5 a.m. Good morning, we got up very early and now we are on our way. Meet a cool person, which develops super powerful boats, which can go up rivers. On almost any complexity. I hope it will be cool. And also we are now going to the tunnel in this city. A tunnel that works in one direction. And all the cars are driving at the beginning of the hour, and at the end of the hour everyone is driving in the other direction. So it turns out it's open once an hour. The only way you can get in. The only way to this city is through this tunnel. By the way, this tunnel is 4 kilometers long. Is the longest in the United States. My name is Nathan Bloom and I come from Anchorage. My hobby is designing boats. Mini boats in particular. This is my passion and I am in love with this process. The reason I got into this hobby: thirst for research. Thirst to get to the rivers, valleys, and mountainous areas, which are inaccessible without a helicopter or airplane. And here you can see what others can't. A chance to go sailing down the river and get hundreds of kilometers into the wilderness. This is what keeps me here in Alaska. Yes, through the sand goat. I usually try not to damage the boat too much, but sometimes it can't be avoided. Often this is the only way out. You turn the corner, and there is a tree trunk. Well, you just decide to jump over. When you don't know, sometimes it's easiest to jump with good speed. Then getting stuck is part of the game. We didn't build these boats for lakes. We build them to see what is inaccessible even. And Nedden became first, who started developing high-speed boats in Alaska. But very soon after him came the Wright Peter. By the way, he is an old believer here in Alaska. And my name is Petrofonin. And I was born here in Alaska, in the training ground. And we moved here when I was about 3 years old. And so I live here. From Omar. I built the first boat and decided to sell it and build another one. Watch business will be somewhere. So and started this. Buildin'. I'm going. I built the last one now and there are only 2 of them in the world. We're going today. And we'll take you. Big. Along the river. They drive fast. How fast, ah? Hold on, just make it ha 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 ha. So, let's see what today brings. Maybe we'll get stuck in. I have a winch on my boat, that. We'll see if we have to cope with the background. I think we'll definitely cope. And in general the guy said that. And we'll go today. Yeah, well, let's try to go there. Where they have never been and even more. That maybe no one even got there. Let's see if we can do it or not. That's totally cool. At first glance, these boats certainly impressed me. But it's not like they blew my mind. This is my bear spray. We have bears here. So you never know what you might encounter in these adventures. It can't be compared to anything. I rode motorcycles, rode off-road trucks, ATVs and snowmobiles, rafted down rivers, but nothing brings as much adrenaline as these boats. Oh God, they were right. These things can almost fly. It was the most extreme. What have I ever done in my life? Imagine yourself on a roller coaster for the first time in your life. And this is this feeling. When will you rush down now? And this feeling. For 12 hours. I always underestimate them. Simply amazing where they can go. And how shallow can it be there? You literally rush over the stones, and there are only a couple of centimeters of water under you. The main thing is to accelerate at full power, and the boat will not stop on these stones. This is a very powerful adrenaline. This is that moment speed. When the boat seems to fly over the water. And you feel that she is like a sharp knife that cuts butter. Then even the slightest movement of the steering wheel, and you feel how she changes. It causes a feeling of fear. But at the same time you just think, wow, this is so cool. This is amazing. You just look at the speedometer and can't believe your eyes. Was it difficult to film? Yes, because sometimes we jump so high that I didn't even know whether I should hold the camera or hold yourself, and what to do anyway. Also vacuum 2 barrels of gasoline, which I had to hold with my foot. Otherwise they would have flown overboard. Don't tell Mom. Hee 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 hee, oh, I'm crazy about you. I knocked him down crazy about bald with Greymoor. Oh fuck, now I'm completely mine even. Sorry for the details, even the panties are wet. But it was so much fun. Ha ha, huge wave just rolled in. Of course I don't know us now. With a camera because it's obvious that she was completely wet. And despite all the difficulties, because the boats broke down periodically, we got stuck many times, we were still able to achieve our goal. The purpose of creating these boats? Give to as many people as possible. Join our adventures. The opportunity to be with friends, get through difficult sections, and compete in different segments. And then you look at each other and realize, yes, we did it. We've been through this. These emotions on the faces, and that's what makes my work unique. At the end of a short section, friends turn to each other, and they say, I can't believe it. This is just something, and that's why I like it so much. What I do. We have amazing mountain ranges, stunning waterways. Here are resources at hand, which are almost nowhere on the planet, or there just aren't any left. And the desire to explore these places. It's in each of our blood. It's not even a choice, for me it's a duty. Regardless of circumstances and weather. We always spend time in nature. This is the main reason why many choose Alaska. Maybe it's because that I knew absolutely nothing about these boats and did not place any expectations on them. And maybe because we were very similar in spirit to the guys. But this day is for me Villa turned out to be one of the best days of our lives. Thanks Nathan and Peter for this incredible adventure. This is how I wanted to end this episode. But it would be unfair not to mention our return home. I think it's fucking awful after all this. Peter and I are just fucking nuts. But look what they did to the guy with the fork. Ha ha wow. Just took. And they went by boat. To the beach. Bo. Sketchy emo directed by Piers Mount. Ha 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 hi Vlad, you ripped it off. Ha ha ha, he's already got a cupcake. Guys, from here. Accidentally jumped here. Ha ha. You know you always expect the worst. You always count on that something will go wrong, and if something goes wrong, this makes the adventure even more unforgettable. And it seems to me, what exactly, this is how memories are actually stored in the memory. Because you're struggling and trying not to panic. All in all, for me this is the purpose of the word adventure. See what kind of trouble I can get into. Get stuck or something like that. And how can I get out of this? After such adventures, life on our boat seems great. Cute and definitely mega safe. To be honest, I don't know. I would sign up for such adventures every weekend. How do the guys do it? Or maybe not. And what about you? Would you risk trying?